having your son see that you aren't perfect. Are there ever times where I know with myself and with Dre, we sit down and we have substantive conversations about, particularly when I make mistakes when it comes to them. I come to them and I say, hey, you know what? I owe you an apology. I said X, Y, and Z, or I did X, Y, and Z. What I want my kids to know is that, number one, I already know that they see that I'm not perfect. It's important for them to hear me acknowledge my imperfections, and for them, this again speaks to the modeling part of life. It's important for them to see that a man is supposed to come and say, hey, I take responsibility for what I did, and I'm going to make an adjustment from now on. Are there ever times where you have that conversation with Nico?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I think saying I'm sorry or acknowledging your responsibility in something, apologizing for something, doesn't necessarily mean that you're a bad person. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're at fault of something. All it means is that you are cherishing the relationship with somebody, and that your action has contributed to them being in pain or insulted or hurt. So it really is an admission of the love that you feel for somebody else. The empathy. It's showing empathy, right? So absolutely, I want my son to learn that. I want my son to be able to apologize. Even, he's an athlete and he's on the court and a basketball court or a tennis court, and he's competing hard, and I still need him to be able to apologize when he did something wrong. So absolutely, I think it's very important that we learn that, because it also speaks to male pride, which often gets in the way of us progressing and growing. Right? Because when the ego gets in the way of forgiveness, of acknowledging a responsibility in something, it doesn't just hurt the person or the people that you're dealing with. It also hurts yourself, because you have now taken 2 steps back on your journey to becoming a man. Right? You've now reduced yourself further, rather than stepping up to the plate and saying, you know what, put my pride aside. I had a part in this. I am partly responsible. It's my responsibility, and I acknowledge that.